Hey guys, Dom Rinaldi here. Welcome back to Dominating Your Investments. Today we're going to take a deep dive into Abcellera Therapeutics. This is a company where Peter Thiel sits on the board of directors and has invested heavily into for drug discovery and really going about drug discovery in a different approach with antibody therapeutics. It's a founder-led company. We're actually going to start the video today with an interview from Carl Hansen, the founder and CEO, who recently won an award for his leadership and innovation with Abcellera Therapeutics. So we'll start the video there, and then afterwards I'll give you some thoughts on the video, and then we'll dive deeper into their drug discovery process and what makes their software so unique against any other product out there today in the market.
Abcellera has been, over the last 10 years, embarking on a very ambitious endeavor, which is to build a full stack solution for antibody drug discovery and development. To be able to go from that idea or that basic biological insight and to power that through at world-class speed and quality and capabilities, right to the point of testing it in humans.
At the time, there was a group of 5 of us with an idea, and the idea was that if we combine the expertise that we had developed in the lab, we could make a great tool for the discovery of monoclonal antibodies and solve important problems in the life sciences industry.
What we were able to bring, what Abcellera was able to bring under Carl's leadership to the field, was the ability to do this faster and more deeply. And it's really that diversity of antibodies that you identify using this technology that gives us a huge advantage. So we do it really fast, but we also get so many options when it comes to selecting those antibodies.
When we started Abcellera back in 2012, we started it based on a microfluidic technology that allowed for the very rapid searching of natural immune systems using single cell assays to find those immune cells that make antibodies that are suitable for the treatment or prevention of disease. And over the past 9 years, we've built a full suite of technologies, or a technology stack, that allows us to source, to search, to analyze, and to decode natural immune systems to accelerate the path from an idea to an antibody that has the properties that make it suitable for therapeutic development.
To date, we've been working on 138 different therapeutic programs with 33 partners, and we're working with pharma companies, biotech companies, and across a wide range of indications, with the ultimate goal of going from an idea to bringing therapies that can help patients faster.
When the pandemic started, like everyone, we found ourselves having to deal with the constraints of social distancing and having to deal with restrictions of the pandemic both at home and at work.
But what was really amazing about that experience was the sense of community and just everybody pitching in, and just looking around and knowing that, something awful is happening in the world, but we're working here together, and what we're working on could really make a difference and help so many people around the world.
I think that effort has really galvanized our team, and am proud of the way that people pull together under difficult circumstances to deliver not just a therapeutic, but a therapeutic at world-class speed. When I look back over the last 18 months and the work that Abcellera has done, the work of all the hundreds of men and women that have put their time and effort into responding to the pandemic, I am fiercely proud of what we have accomplished. We were able to work with Eli Lilly and bring a therapeutic antibody into clinical testing at world record speed, an antibody that was granted emergency use authorization in the US and Canada, and that in the US has now helped over 600,000 people.
We identified that we had this discovery engine in place, we had this technology in place, we could find therapeutic antibodies. What we needed was, I think, someone that would help us move this into the clinic and do the clinical testing. And Carl was instrumental, really leading the charge with finding the right partner, and we did that, I think, in Eli Lilly. Couldn't have been a better partner.
Over the past 18 months, there's been such rapid growth and so much success at Abcellera. It's easy to think that the entire road has been smooth, but of course that's not the case. In fact, Abcellera's success over the last 18 months builds on 9 years of hard work.
2020 was a breakout year for Abcellera. We started the year completing our Series B financing of $105 million. That was in March of 2020. And the really amazing part about that was it was the leaders of both biotech and tech investing in Abcellera.
The NASDAQ IPO was really fantastic to watch, having arrived at the company in early 2020. And then seeing the IPO occur at the end of that year, really watching the team come together, putting all the pieces together that needed to be able to achieve that was absolutely remarkable. And of course, the impact, I think, was heard around the world.
Abcellera has been blessed to have some terrific directors. Recently, Peter Thiel joined the board. I believe that he was a great choice for several reasons. One, Peter is famous for liking the ideas that many people don't like early on, and recognizing that going in a different direction is the path through which you can find new value. We are at a remarkable point in history in biotechnology as a sector. I think that people do not really appreciate just what trajectory we're on. And I like to say that, this is analogous to where the semiconductor industry was back in the 1950s. We're very happy. We've got the transistor, we're making progress, but we cannot imagine what the next 10, 20, 30 years are going to bring.
Because of what Carl has done, we now have a home for all these people coming out of UBC and SFU and just locally to really flourish and make a meaningful impact in the biotech sector.
I think it's critical that Canada step forward and play its part and participate in that growth. And we are positioned here in British Columbia and in Canada to be part of that and to be at the cutting edge. And it's important that we make the right decisions, that we make decisions that are looking long-term and put in place the policies that allow businesses here to thrive and to grow.
What Carl has really done, and where many companies still try and strive, Canadian companies, is have the resilience, the vision, the leadership capability to not only come up with that great technology, but also build a company and have that company succeed on a global scale. In the early days, there was always a question, I think, of who was going to lead Abcellera. And I think about 2014, maybe 2015, I think it dawned on Carl that the right person and the only person to lead this company was him. And I think everyone's glad that he made that choice.
I think this is Carl's special power, is to bring people together to achieve things that are close to the impossible, but he knows that we can get there if we all work together and we push the boundaries.
When you set out to build a company that can last and really make a difference in scale, you can get the technology right, you can get the business right. If you don't get the people right, you really got nothing. The key to Abcellera's success has been our ability to attract bright, talented, energetic people that want to work at the interface of disciplines and want their days to be spent doing something that really breaks new ground and helps to make drug development better. We've been blessed in Vancouver to have a wonderful pool of talent, and as we've scaled, we've found that we're now attracting people globally from other centers who see Abcellera as truly a special company to come work at.
So hopefully that video gave you a little more insights on what Abcellera Therapeutics is all about. It's a founder-led company. Carl Hansen has been there the entire time, driving his people. They've tripled their employee count. You can see it looks like they have a great work culture, which we'll dive into in the 5P review, where we look at the people, the platform, predictable revenue, etc. And they have a competitive advantage with a software as a service technology and an approach to finding antibody therapies faster, lower cost, and giving a wider range of selections for their customers. And you can see the results of this through them being the first to have a COVID monoclonal antibody, as well as the growing amount of partnerships that they've had with multiple companies as the years have gone on. We'll dive into their pipeline growth, which has been just excellent and growing quarter over quarter over quarter. And you saw that he mentioned about Peter Thiel being a backing partner and on the board of directors and giving that guidance. You can even see just some of the approach and vocabulary he uses, Carl Hansen, in the video, that it seems like him and Carl have spent some time together, or him and Peter have spent some time together and really look at the company in the same facet and really changing how life sciences drug development could be done and delivering faster and lower cost results that are more natural. So we're going to leave it here for this video, and then the next video we're going to dive into the drug discovery process itself, watch a video on that, and then we'll do a 5P review. So just make sure, if you can, if you like this information and learn something about a new stock, hit the subscribe button over here. Help us beat those YouTube algorithms, and I will talk to you again in our next episode. And remember, it's never too late to start dominating your investments.